move up a little bit.
And then we wouldn't be able in it. Rachel,
you know what? I can just
getting closer.
I'm already like on top of you.
No, you're not. There we go. Look at that.
All right, you ready? I'm ready. Poppy's ready.
Poppy,
Okay, you guys.
He's doing the thing where he's in between us. He's
Welcome to
gonna
Craft
fall.
Addict K. I'm Carla,
I'm Sam.
I'm Rachel.
and you got the three of us today, and this is a crafty connoisseur kind of day. We've got different things to share with you. We're going to start off with first welcoming all of our new subscribers. Thank you for coming and joining us. This is our July wrap-up, and thank you for those of you that keep coming back to listen to what we've been up to and what we've been doing. And look at these two. Don't they look just excited to be here? It is Sunday. It's hot. It's mid-August. And a quick announcement. There is a retreat next weekend with Western PA, Eastern Ohio Facebook group. They are doing a retreat in Ohio. The retreat itself has cost, I think, $15. There's 30 spots. There's 2 last-minute cancellations. So if that's something you are interested in, I will put the link to the Facebook group down below. You do have to pay for your hotel, obviously. But we have a large conference room, and there were 2 last-minute cancellations. So if you're in the area and you're interested, follow the link below, and it will get you to Debbie, who is the person running the retreat. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We have Poppy.
He's all up in my business today.
We don't have a lot of whips, but we got a lot of big whips. And I got 2 finishes, and so we're going to just jump right in. First of all, let's start with our finishes. Actually, Samantha, can you pull up our last video? We have a Farmhouse Flossie giveaway. If you want to look for the Farmhouse, get a setup for the random generator to pull our winner. I'm going to talk about finishes. I had 2. Doesn't she look sad? Everybody says you're so animated when you're on our videos.
I'm sad because everyone's going to retreat and I'll just be here dog sitting. Just diamond painting, dog sitting, and changing my brake pads.
Oh, poor Rachel. Don't feel bad for her. Last weekend she was in Puerto Rico while I was sitting at her house taking care of her dog while she went running off.
I went for a wedding.
In Puerto Rico.
Not
So
mine.
don't
I'm
feel
not
bad
married.
for her. All right, so let's talk finishes. I had 2. I said one was the Mermaid Quaker, and I know I showed this when I was working on it, and I did not bring a board. So this is Maritime Mermaid Quaker, and
It's for me.
it's for Rachel, and she's very excited about it. And you're going to ask me with fabric, and I don't even remember the name of the fabric.
You bought so much of that.
I did. I got this at STITCHY. I talked about it in the June wrap-up because I had started it in June and actually finished in July. I finished it July 3rd. No, July 4th. And it only took me 1,496 stitches to get it finished. Now it's time for full finish. I do have the counter piece with this, which is also a whale. I have not started it yet, but I have the fabric set aside so I can get going on that.
Do I get the whale too?
Yes. Once I get them both done, I'm going to find somebody to professionally finish them because that person is not me.
Thank you. I'm a specialist, and she takes you to all the retreats while I sit at home.
Hey, good job.
Yep. The next finish I have came from, I still have it in my bag that I got from Laurel. And the bag was actually made by Stitch and Button, and it's got a camper motif.
That is so cute.
It is cute. Look, it's got a little zipper pull that's
And a little camper on the thingy.
on the zipper pull. So
I was
yeah,
gonna say keychain, but yeah.
it's called a zipper pull.
The zipper pull.
And on this one, I have finished Hands-On Designs Grab Life. That's also for Rachel. And I did 1,981 stitches on this. I did that many the month of July. But I actually frogged all of this out because I had put the wrong color in the sign. So I frogged all of that out and then restitched it with the right color and put the pinks down here where the pinks were supposed to be. So I will get this finished. And actually, you handed me that board that you said, hey Mom, is that board something that you need? And I said, no.
What does frog mean?
It means
Pull
that
out.
you took your stitches out, you rip it. That's like ribbit, frog.
Oh.
I thought this might be something, and I don't know, I'm not 100% sold, but I found this at my local Michael's. It was relatively inexpensive, so kind of dream along with me. But I thought this might be something to post one of those on, because I think I got it for like $5. But it's, the board has nothing on it, and it is kind of like a woven material, you can see.
It looks like snakeskin.
It's not snakeskin, but you know,
no, it's
I was
not.
just trying
You're
to, I was thinking of different things that might look nice on it. You know, you never know. I'm one of those people, I got to visualize it. I can't see it in my head. I got to like play around and go, oh, okay, that works. Oh, that doesn't work. Like this would not work. Too bright. You need something darker on it. So, and who knows, it may not even become yours. It might be something else I do along the way.
Ooh, I like Halloween theme, like a big old pumpkin.
Oh, that would be good with one of those ink circle pumpkins, or that would be good. All right, so now I have an empty bag that I can do another start in, project in.
And it looks like a picnic table on the inside.
It is, it does. Stitch and Button makes some great bags with the vinyl fronts, and she has scissors and scissor fobs and zipper pulls and all kinds of things on her Facebook group. So I know I've talked about her group before, so check her out. I will try to remember to put a link down below. All right, I'm kind of pinned in, so I'm reaching around. Rachel, you have a finish.
I have 2 finishes.
Are you sure?
Well, since the last video, technically I have 3, but I'd have to get a picture of 2 of them. But Mom taught me how to diamond paint, and this was my very first finished diamond painting. And I have another one. Don't get too close. Some of those diamonds don't look that good in the area. But I also have another one that's like the same, like cartoony, babyish kind of like thing, where it's like a duck, and that one's hanging up at work. And then my third one, it's not even a diamond painting. I crocheted this blanket that my dad likes to call a tumbler blanket, because it starts off like big at the top and then it like narrows down like a tumbler, because the pattern said like 88 stitches, and then I was like, this is too skinny, and well, that's done. And I have a current diamond painting now, because this was like, my mom kind of tested me with this, because she's like, I don't want to get you too far into it and give you all of my extra diamond painting things if you're not even going to like it, and then I'm just wasting my time and money and effort. So I did this, and then now I'm working on a diamond painting that's a lot bigger. There's no middle ground. It went from kiddie to college real quick. But it's Rosie the Riveter, and like the whole like we can do it. And so I'm working on that now.
And we'll insert the picture here so you can see where she is.
Yeah. And then that's all for my works.
What do you like about diamond painting?
So I like how that when like my brain goes blank. Like I'm just putting like the number or letter or whatever to like matching the block to the spot and just going like this and like this.
So you find it relaxing?
Yeah. I find it's like, because I like to draw, and I like to paint and to color and everything, but I'm a really big perfectionist with it. Like I like to paint, but then I'm like, oh, that color doesn't look right, or this doesn't look right like that, and then I just like kind of like tear myself down as I'm trying to paint this masterpiece. But diamond painting, like somebody else already did a lot of work, and I like it better than like the paint by numbers, because sometimes you have like those areas that are super small that you almost need like a magnifying glass to just like try and paint inside of it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I like the I almost said paint by numbers. That's why I like the diamond painting, because I don't have to like think about what colors I'm gonna use or it be super tiny.
Okay, you're kind of like coming off screen a little bit, so come get close, girls. Come get close. Okay, we are in our normal setup, but we're trying really hard not to be on top of each other. And there's not a lot of room, as you can tell. And we do have a lot to share. Samantha, you've done diamond painting too, right?
Wait, can I say something?
Yes.
If anybody has an empty spot in a diamond painting group, don't have one. Wouldn't mind it.
So Rachel and I were having conversation. She was asking, how many groups do I possibly could be in? She has,
She's like the queen of groups.
she just looked at my book today.
No end to it.
Because
There's no end to
these
it.
are the groups that I'm posting stitches to currently on my project I'm currently working on. And she's like, how many groups are you in? I just tell her a lot. I do a lot.
Loaded question.
But yeah, so I did tell her that they also have, like, they have challenge groups in cross stitch, but there's also challenge groups in diamond painting. But they're on Facebook and I'm sure other places, but so she's been looking to find something within diamond painting that would give her some challenges, like because she thinks it's interesting how I have all these challenges.
Yeah.
And you know, I get into Zoom and the No New Starts Zoom on Friday nights, and we stitch and conversate and enable each other, and we strategize and different challenges that we're in. Like currently, Semi Sane is having a battleship event this month, so we've been strategizing our shots. Every shot is 1,000 stitches, and then we post where we want that shot to go, and we are told if we're a hit or a miss. We just finally, this is August, what is today? August 14th, and we just sunk our first, figured out the first board and sunk all of our ships. Yes, we have. I'm like, it's like a coverall. So, but our second board is going much better. We posted this morning, and I got a response that we actually hit already. So, much better.
I think it's cool. Like how you have like the witch wizard and ones. I think those are really cool.
Oh, like the Harry Potter and yeah, Harry Potter groups.
They're like
and
the Dungeons and Dragons theme.
yeah.
Or since Stranger Things, I kind of want to try and get into that, but like it's so, it's a lot.
It's a lot. Start
Yeah.
small, baby steps, and always read events. If you do get into a group, read the events because usually it spells everything out to you.
I looked on Facebook and I just saw a bunch of like other interesting diamond paintings, and I'm like, no, because I just want to get this one done and start on to the next one, because then I feel like I'll just have like these diamonds like everywhere, and it'd be too much. So I'm trying to do one project.
One project at a time. That's good. That's a good role for diamond painting for sure. Samantha.
Yeah.
I asked you if you diamond painted.
I did a little bit
You did a little bit.
on your little lighthouse thing.
Mm-hmm. Not something you really enjoy.
It's okay. I like it.
It's okay. You
I
like
remember I
it.
got really into it. I'd be watching Grey's Anatomy while I was doing it, and it was a nice little time.
Okay.
But I have hobbies and rotations.
Okay. Do you have
Varying
us ready
interests.
for Farmhouse Flossies?
I think so.
All right. Let's do
Might
it.
want to double check it if I use the right word.
Oh, Farmhouse. So Farmhouse Flossies. Yep, that's the right word. Okay, so Farmhouse Flossies. Do I need to get my comments?
Didn't do that bit. I missed a step.
Well, it's not doing it. What's it saying? Okay, so the Farmhouse Flossies is a friend of mine who started this after StitchCon. She has a Facebook group currently that you can order your own Farmhouse Flossies. I've shown some on my previous, and I am meeting with her next week. So August, I will definitely have some more Farmhouse Flossies to share with you. But she reached out and wanted to do a giveaway, and it is for 3 10-yard hanks of colors of your choice. And so it's 30 yards of cotton over-dyed floss. It's beautiful floss, by the way. Okay, so I just hit start. Well, nothing's happening. Is there something? It's not capturing.
It feels like the very first time.
Mom, just pushing buttons doesn't do anything.
See.
I'm not sure what it says, the new CAPTCHA thing.
See, I
All
like
right,
this one.
you mess with this and see if you can.
This is cool. Like this one person
Here,
has like.
you mess with that. We're gonna keep going. I don't want people wasting their time watching us mess with that. All right, so let's talk whips for January or July. Okay, I'm gonna show my whips, Rachel, and I'm gonna pass them along to you, please. If you could put the wraps back on. Here you go. I'm going to try and remember to insert pictures. The first one up is Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Heaven and Nature Sing. And I did 3,151 stitches on this. You can see the lights. And I've started a new method called the Royal Row method. And you're working across in columns of 2. And then you come over and you work across. So your part threads end up being parked underneath. It's a little time consuming at the beginning because you don't have any parked threads, but it definitely keeps you moving and not stagnant in one area. And I did find that my stitches are quicker. I get a lot more done and I don't feel like I'm buried in confetti forever. Everybody can do two columns. This is on my roll frame. That's the back. If you're interested, everybody wants to know about the back, but this is my roll frame and I have it on 14-inch rods, and it says 25 count easy grid fabric. When it's finished, I'll wash it, and the gray grids do wash out. Okay?
We got it figured out.
Got it figured out?
I figured it out.
Okay, we
Is
good?
that awesome?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Gotta-
try it
gotta
again.
Answer your math question.
This is like
Oh.
This is like wrapping a burrito.
They make you do math now.
They had to do it when I was doing
All right, we had 19 comments. So, let's see who is our winner. Stitching Big Things with Haley. And if I can get the mattress thing out of the way. Great video, Carla. Love Farmhouse Flossies. Happy July to you and Sam. So Stitching Big Things with Haley.
And Rachel.
That's not the winner. Haley, reach out to me. My email address is in the comments. It's craftAddictK@gmail.com, and I will get your contact information to Cindy so the two of you can get together and decide on what flosses you'd like. Okay, thank you very much. That was, I don't know why that's been so hard the last couple videos.
They had to do a math question to
Because
make sure
nobody
you're a person.
sees the math
Right?
problem at the bottom. It just says like, sorry, you did not answer the captcha because you guys
Right?
can see that the equation.
Well, I'm not, oh, I must have
I don't
been
really know.
working on something with this, but there's no project in it, so don't need to talk about that one. Okay. Next up, we have in my handy dandy bag. This is one that is I am doing as a not a round robin, but a sal with a group of friends that we roll every other month. We roll a person in the group, and that person gets to pick which person they are on the pattern. It's called Cross Stitch Nation. You've heard me talk about this one, and we have. This is where we made it to. Hannah was picked. So now we have, I believe, Corinne, Hannah, Crystal Rowe. That's me. So we'll see who comes up next. I think it's Colleen is left. And this will be a finish this year for sure. I am keeping up. And what we do is the person that is rolled. So if you have a small group, this is a great way to utilize this. And the person that you roll gets to pick which character they are and what color they want to be. And Hannah picked yellow. And so I used, let me hand this to you, for Hannah, because I've been changing colors as I go along. But I actually used some Farmhouse Flossies for Hannah. And the color I used was Fresh Honey. And this is Fresh Honey. I used that for Hannah's main color on her dress. And I believe I picked, let me see. I do think I used Caramel Toffee for the stripes from Victoria Motto Sampler. So I think those were the two colors I used. And this Farmhouse Flossie's Fresh Honey is pretty. Do you have questions? Share with the group.
What's a red robin? But
A
Samantha already kind of
round robin, I'm in another group that is a round robin. And that you pass your fabric to the next person in the group and they do their stitches on it, then they pass it to the next person, then that next person, and the next person, and then eventually it makes the circle and comes back to you. So I am in that too, but I have Hannah's piece right now, but I haven't stitched on it. So
You just mail
Oh,
the
wow.
fabric?
You put your name on
Everything.
This one.
yes. So this
Oh,
is
that's tiny.
stitched on Fortnite fabric. So Vain is the color that I picked, and I believe it's a 32 count. Yes, 32 count even weave. So Vain, and I'm really liking how it turns out, and I have a lot of fabric on the roll down here, so I can put another project on there. So there's that. And
So it's kind of like a red robin is like
a round robin,
round, what'd I say?
red robin.
I'm
That would
hungry.
be a hamburger place.
Sorry, I'm hungry. Okay, round robin's kind of like the granny square projects, like where people would like make a granny square, and then somebody else makes a granny square, and then you put it all together to make a granny square blanket.
Something like that, yep.
Which I'd also like to be a part of. I want a granny square blanket.
Oh, here, I did find the material for the Quaker that I showed you is Jovelin Summer Sky from Picture This Plus. And I did find the pattern. So there's the whale that I'll also be doing, and it's Maritime Work Basket. So I had this over here. These two are difficult. And I'm planning on doing the whale on this is called Deep Waters. It's a Farmhouse Flossie as well. And I'm planning on using this to do the whale on. I thought those were good colors. And if you can picture it on here, I think it'll look good. So, Giggles over here. You girls make this very difficult
We're
sometimes.
just making it entertaining. What are you
She like when she, I was just like holding on to the thing. I thought you were still gonna use the bag for something, and I guess not. And Samantha's like, put it in the bag, like she's freaking trying to rob me, like it's a freaking burglary.
This will be a new start, by the way. I am going to have that set to start soon, so that needs to go in my room. Okay. All right. Our bin is empty.
No, did you show this one already?
Yeah, that one's been, our bin is empty, but I do have some bigger projects, as I mentioned, that are scroll rods. So we're going to go through those real quickly because I did do more than just a few stitches. This is Take It Easy. It is a Jeffrey Severn design for Heaven and Earth. You can see I put little socks. I talked about this in one of my previous videos. It helps to keep the ends and these pieces, the dowels, from falling out. And I am converting this also to a Royal Row method. And on Take It Easy, I did 1,566 stitches in the month of July. And this is where I am.
How you liking that? Whatever.
The Royal Row method, I
Royal
really
method.
do like it. I
Yeah.
do like it. See,
What's
because
that?
it got me out of the tree,
Talk to
got
you.
me over into some clouds, and I got threads parked, which is when I come back across again, it'll make it even easier to go through. So I am liking it.
What's the what's the royal thing?
When you listen, I talked about that first thing, but we'll do it again just because you asked again. The Royal method means you're doing 2 column of 2, and they're like towers, and you park underneath it.
Okay, Samantha was talking as we were talking.
I
so-
know, it makes it very hard for people to hear when other people are talking in the background.
I was
Here you
explaining
go.
the situation.
So,
Can I ask another question? What's the You said that the socks were to protect the dowel rods. What are those there for?
that's what holds your fabric into the quantum frame. What's a quantum frame? That's going to be your next question.
I
Right?
figured it was the whole one piece.
All right, here's give you this. This is a wrap, by the way, that I'm passing off to Rachel. Like in this instance, this is I got this from Garon Toten Bags. Ronnie makes these. They're very nice. I've talked about them before. This is a Christmas themed one. He puts in 2 different types of Velcro so that you can have different widths. It's the length of your scroll rods. And he also puts on an extra little ribbons, so you could tie. Even if the Velcro doesn't work, you can still tie it. Or you can roll it around your projects if you take it off your sidebars and use that to secure them. So that's what I'm handing off to her, because that wrap has actually been holding my project I have not worked on for 2 years. So you guys have not seen it. 2 years.
Oh my
and
God.
I did 2,036 stitches on it. It is Sonora. It is another Heaven and Earth Designs. I probably should take it off the sidebars because I can probably use these sidebars for another project. But
Because you won't get touched for another 2 years.
I store them very loose. You can see how loose the fabric is. But this is where I've gotten, and it's just a lot of browns, and I'm working on my way across. So I'm hoping that I have the pictures. I can put pictures of the project as well as where I was, because some of these I haven't worked on. So here's another project. I have the wrap from Garon Stitchery. You can see it's on. They're actually made for roller frames because the roller frames stick up on the ends to keep it from sliding, but I use them for my quantum frame and it does slide right off. That might be why I had it. And this is a long-time favorite. I love stitching on this. And I actually was doing it on a Q-snap. That's what was in the bag. And then I switched it over from the Q-snap to doing it on my quantum frame, or Omnic frame, because the Royal Row method lets me move a little bit further, and I've almost made it to the other corner. I don't think I'm to the other corner yet. Might be. Actually, I might be to the other corner.
That's so pretty.
Looks like I might be.
That's cute.
So this is Alligator Girl. It is a Jasmine Beckett Griffith pattern. It is on Heaven and Earth Designs. And I love stitching on this. I did 5,808 stitches. If I decide to limit, I've been playing with next year's plans already, of picking 12 projects to focus, to have one focus each month. This will definitely be part of my top 12 cuts because I just have been loving it. So this is how far we got. And you can see I was doing the stair step method, and then I switched to the Royal Row method. I've come all the way across, and now I'm starting to come across with the next row. I've hit the flowers in her hair. You can see the top of her head right here. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. So part of it is wrapped up. You can't see the lights that are on in the cabin. It's kind of wrapped up because when I switched out of the Q-snap to doing it this way, because I wanted to see this picture develop, I had to roll up part of what I already had done. You can do Royal Row if you're interested in learning more about it. She has a Facebook group. She has videos up. Just search Royal Row and you will find her. And she explains it so much better than I do. But you can do Royal Row with anything really. If you want to do it in a Q-snap, if you want to do a page by page. There is a way to do it so you don't get lines. I tend to feather a whole lot, so, and I do a mixture of cross-country and color completion, so part of what I do may not be a true Royal Row, but it has the basic premise behind it. So, anyways, there's Alligator Girl, guys. Isn't that cool? I'm liking it. That's one of my favorites, and I think that is the top corner, so look. All right, there you go. And I told you that one I did 5,808 stitches on. So, just to give you an idea on those projects, I did in July, God bless you, a grand total of 19,000, hold on, I have it on my phone because I didn't write it in my book. And I want to make sure, because this was a record high for me for the month. And I'm wondering if it was high because I didn't work on as many projects, and I focused on the projects I worked with and put some good stitches in. So I had 19,125 stitches come the end of July. I've already put 4,000 stitches into the month of August, but I'll do that in the August wrap up here in a couple of weeks. I know we were behind. It's because I had to dog sit for somebody in Puerto Rico while she went to Puerto Rico. And Samantha, you have some whips. That's all of mine.
I have one.
Okay, show us.
Is this the same one?
What? That I did yesterday? Yeah. There it is.
Can I help you?
Yes, please.
Okay, so this is a Design Works kit called Sewing Machine. This is the pattern. Samantha hasn't taken it out of her Q-snap, but she has the,
That's like the bottom of it.
yeah, she's working on the bottom. She's got most of it, the sewing machine part done. So she just has to do that bottom piece. And then hopefully the next time when we do our August wrap-up video, we'll pull this out and show you the whole thing out of the Q-snap, because that's always fun to see.
Yeah.
All right?
I did
but
like
she's
50 stitches on it yesterday.
She's still working on it, so
It counts.
we give her a grace period. And it came with all the floss, and that's the fabric that came with. I think it's a 14 count Ada, and
Yeah.
it was a gift from her Aunt Sherry. Okay. So those are the whips. So let's talk other stuff. What do we got to talk about? Other stuff. We got to talk about. I got some stitch. You want to show some diamond painting thing? Okay.
My mom also got me this. Ooh, this is where I can put in all my little diamond pieces. So I have all these little circles labeled containers labeled 1 from 60, and then what originally started, she gave me these other containers that are like a lot bigger. It almost looked like tackle box. So when I have like really full ones like 4, all the extra diamonds go there. But that's kind of rambling. So I have all my diamonds in these little circle things, and then she also gave me this very awesome bag where I have a really pretty little poker thingy, whatever it's actually called.
This is called a diamond painting pen.
Diamond painting pen.
It has a multi-placer on one end and a single placer on the other.
And then I have boxes upon boxes of like the diamond paintings, because whenever she attaches the pictures, there's some parts, especially like on her face and the hands, where I will go through like a bunch of different colors in a small area. So that's why I like to go and have different diamond containers, and that's probably the exciting thing. And really, I got a little other things in here, but
Little tools of the trade. So she graduated from the tackle box to like a real fledged diamond painting case. And I just found this on Amazon. I believe I ordered it on Amazon. Amazon or AliExpress, they're both good places to find diamond painting and supplies that are relatively inexpensive. But again, you get what you pay for. I have some diamond art clubs. They're like the Cadillac version of diamond painting. You have very little trash and things, but she hasn't felt like she's ready to jump into that yet. But
I'm ready.
have.
I'm ready. The one I'm on is kind of annoying that the diamonds keep popping off.
Okay, so you're ready.
Yeah, I just want
So
to
maybe she'll take a diamond art club home with her because she's close to being done. All right, I have, since we were talking about kindness, that's kind of a diamond painting kindness. I have a STITCHY kindness, and I did not ask to say their names. I don't know why I didn't ask, but I didn't. But 2 of my friends from Texas, they know who they are. I got a card. This is from my birthday, and I got it in July, so I thought it was appropriate. And inside was the package came in this little bag. Look at, she's all about this because she's like, Mom, is that lipstick?
I thought it was lipstick. I was like, wow.
I said, no, that's not lipstick.
Wait,
but
what?
I'm sure you've seen these about. I have seen these about. This is, see if you scroll it, it looks like lipstick, but it's actually a pin cushion. You put your needles in there, and you can wind it back down. And that's it's magnetic closure, so you don't have to worry about the lid's not going to come off. And it's a great way to put some needles on there, throw it in your retreat bag, and you've got some needles with you because we can never have too many needles. And so thank you, ladies. You know who you are, and I appreciate you thinking of me and sending me that, and I'm excited. It's going with me on retreat. That's why I'm really excited to get this video done before I go on retreat next week.
Did they make that themselves, or is that like a whole?
No, they probably purchased it because I've seen them with different patterns, different places.
It'd be cool if they have them for wax, for diamond painting.
Well, you'll have to look into that, diamond painting guru. Okay, so that's the Stitchy Kindness. Right, Samantha, you have any Stitchy Kindness? Okay, we have haul. And when I say we have haul, we have a lot of haul. But before we jump into haul, let me talk about, we want to do the StitchCon Corner. And that's where we talk about people that we met at StitchCon. And so I want to share our Black Needle Society box. Black Needle Society was at StitchCon. They had a retreat in a box. They do these boxes at a much bigger scale that you can order. And they have where people have ordered like theme type boxes. I think they have a waiting list, but check them out. Check the girls out. They do have a Facebook as well, and a website or a YouTube channel. So look up Black Needle Society. There you go. If you need to freeze frame it. But inside the box they were giving away at StitchCon has it had a corner gauge keychain, but it has a measure. It's a little keychain. It had the sticker for Black Needle Society. There was a sticker as well as Sanctum Stitching. There's 2 needles in there. And there's thread cards, floss drops.
So much in such a tiny box.
With a ring. Mm-hmm. So you can, and they're sealed up, so you can use that. And it's got a thread color, the symbol, you know, so if you're doing that for a project, kind of cool. So that would be the Black Needle Society. And then the other person I wanted to kind of point out to you that was at Facebook, her name is Kara Highsmith. She is the Crafty Kara. I actually got 2 things from her, and I ordered another, but it's packed in my to-go bag because I'm going to retreat. But she had 2 needle minders that she gave us, and she is on Flosstube, Instagram, and Facebook. She has an Etsy shop, Crafty Kara Creates, and she is from Indiana. So, if you want to take a look, this is one of her needle minders. Let me get my fingers out of the way so you can screenshot or card if you would like.
Oh, it says Crafty K.
Yep. And then the other thing that she has is another needle minder. I Stitch a Latte. She also makes t-shirts, and she had made a t-shirt that has this on it, I Stitch a Latte, that is packed in my bag for retreat. That you could order from Bonfire, I believe is where it was. I'm sure if you email her, she can tell you and guide you on that. And she has another shirt now, I think has words from StitchCon and what it meant to people. She made that into a t-shirt as well. So pretty cool. I like sharing. Those are the 2 to share with you today, and I just think it's awesome. And now we have haul. And when I say haul, Carla's got a lot of haul, and I don't know, I've ordered this stuff before. I don't know why. Why would I have a lot of haul? This, I might have shown this before, but I don't remember, and it was still sitting on the table, so I'm going to pretend like I didn't. If you saw this before, I'm sorry, but you're going to see it again. This is from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. She put this into the package as well. Okay, so we hit our time limit, and it reset, so let's try this again. She also included these beads, and glass beads is something that you can get. And that is for the pattern I chose by Nora Corbett called Junebug. You know, my birthday is in June. For some reason, this little Junebug spoke to me. I really don't like Junebugs.
So
They're very annoying. And in our area, they're kind of nasty little creatures. But I have that as a set, so I will be picking floss. And I think this may be a start in December, or I may have this as a start for next year's birthday. Depends. I haven't decided yet. I also picked up Rosewood Manors, a Tisket, a Tasket. And for whatever reason, that is beautiful. And it called to me and I said, yep, I need it. So I picked it up. So don't know when I will start it, but I do love it. So I got that from the Hummingbird Stitchery. And I need to kit this stuff up. Get fabric for it. Then I have a package from Grace Notes Fabrics. Whoop. And I might have shown you this already. It's kind of vaguely familiar. I think I did. But this is Signato. I'm in their Fabric of the Month, both in color and in neutral. And this was their color. This for I think it was for June, honestly. But this is the color name, 25 count Lugana. It's a nice, pretty pink.
Oh, that's really pretty.
And then you have
like that one more.
Sparkling Grape. It's a 25 count Lugana as well. And I don't know, I guess it is kind of got like a little bit of a grapey undertone, but it's not in your face purple. So this is like your neutral.
It's like a
And
violet.
I don't know.
I mean-
it looks. To me, it looks darker on the camera than it does here. Because like here, it kind of looks more like a blush pink.
Yeah. But it's not really. It's not a pink. It's just kind of got a faded sparkling grape kind of look to it. I can see it. All right. Then I have
Stitcher, I really
this
don't know.
stack. If Rachel, you want to grab that. This came from Grace Notes Fabrics because this I know definitely was this past month because it's a great big package because I added a whole bunch to my order.
Like all this?
Yes. So she wraps, and I didn't open these, so they're still wrapped. We're going to go through them. I don't think she's wrapping anymore. I think she's going for a different, opting for a different shipping method. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I get the extra for the month. And this month is blueberry muffin herbal tea that I'm going to give. Look at Samantha's already got her hand out. She knows. And it looks like a pair of scissors. Awesome. Looks like they came from Paris. They're beautiful. They're Bowen scissors. It says Bowen, France. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty.
Aren't those pretty? So, they are Bowen. Those are beautiful. So, I guess I have to think that it's got a little thingy on the end so I don't stab myself, which is probably a good safety reason. So set that aside. I have the Country Cottage. I started picking up, everybody's been working on these country cottages. I haven't started mine. When I do, I'm not going to put them all on one piece. I've decided to do these as separate pieces. And if I do it on 25 count, it'll be small enough that I can make them into individual ornaments. So I was kind of messing around and thinking about that, how I was going to do these. And that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to do them on 25 count fabric. And I'm going to make them their own separate ornaments. I got Fabric of the Month, Mint Matcha. That's your neutral. And I picked 25 count. She has many different fabrics and types. She has Lugana, she has Ada, she has even weave, she has linen, and they're in all different sizes. And if there's something that she doesn't have, if you ask her, she will certainly help you. Again, this is Grace Notes Fabrics.
Do you like tie-dye fabric?
I like all kinds of fabrics. Then this one is called Dimenbendo. Dimenbendo, is that right?
The Mimiendo. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And this is like a minty green color. There you go. So, that is awesome. Love it. Love it. Then, because why not have a haul and enable the rest of you? Just because I'm in No New Starts doesn't mean I can't be in No New Purchase.
Oh, that's so pretty. No, that's so pretty.
I ordered fabric because I was enabled by somebody else's channel and they were stitching something. I got to go back and find it. But she said it was Grace Notes Fabric Snickerdoodle, and I want to say it was a patriotic piece, and it popped. It popped so much. I ordered a 32 count fat half Lugana. So it's a big piece.
That
You can
almost-
see.
That does look like, looks like gingerbread.
Yep, but it's snickerdoodle. Gingerbread's a darker.
No, put a Halloween one on that one.
No.
No.
No. You know what?
Ooh,
You know what?
So,
Give me fabric like that in a Halloween pattern. I'll do it.
yeah, no,
But
you won't.
preferably smaller.
Like
Snickerdoodle, 32 count. Lugana. Love it. Girls, you did great. Look, I told you. I
Look
did.
at the sticker.
In my defense, I did get a gift card for Grace Notes Fabrics, and I used my gift card to get some of the fabrics, and then I added to my order. So some of this was because I got a gift card. And what do you do when you get a gift card? But you use it. Okay, so got 2 more pieces that I couldn't walk away from when I was on her website. Caramel Kiss. This is Caramel Kiss. It's kind of a yellowish.
Yeah.
It's like a pale sunflower.
Yeah, I could see that.
I wouldn't say.
And this is a 32 count fat half. That's a true to color what you're seeing.
You know what? It's like that yuppie coffee. That's the kind of color. You know when you have coffee and you put a whole bunch of creamer in it?
Oh my gosh.
That looks
Sometimes. And then this is called Giocasso?
Yep.
What is that?
I don't know if that's an R or a C.
I'm not sure.
Gioroso.
It's 28 count Lugana. I like Lugana and even weave. I like stitching on it. But look at that. It looks kind of Swedish, right?
Bougie.
Yeah. Liking it. So I did get a big piece of that as well off of their website because, you know, I don't have my 28 count stash has been depleted almost. I mean, when I started stitching, I started on 28 count and then I started 32 and then 25 and I have some 36. The 40 count I gave to Samantha because I was like, nope, not happening.
Happened one time.
All right, and then I got some patterns while I was at it because, you know, we all need patterns. So I have Gathering Acorns.
That'd be a nice one to put in the camper.
Yep. I have, I'm doing the series of Year in the Woods, and this is the eagle, the bald eagle. And I'm going to stitch mine, I think, all on one piece of fabric. I haven't decided yet. I haven't started them. I'm just collecting them. I have Plum Street Samplers Sweetheart Hill. And I have another Rosewood Manor called Plum Tree Cottage. I'm not a fan, well, I take that back. I'm a fan of the maroons and the pinks of this, but I'm not a fan of that house color. It just gets lost in this fabric.
Blends
So I may do that on with the same color, but on a
Yeah.
darker fabric so that it pops a little bit more. So, but I saw it and I liked it, and so,
I need to look
I
at
got
the-
it.
The bluish one.
so,
Cute. That was so
Yeah.
adorable. All the
okay.
little
What else you got over there?
This is from Stacy Stitches Creative
Yep.
Studio.
Go ahead. Tell them.
I just did, and you took it from me. I was reading off of the box.
Okay, here you go.
It's from Stacy Stitches Creative Studio.
There you go. So I saw her website. I don't know if that's a new website, but she is one that did the Quit Your Bitchin'. Yes.
Whoa, long language.
Get stitching.
Yeah, Quit Bitchin', Get Stitchin'. It was her needle minder for StitchCon. And I think I highlighted her last month. There's some stickers in there. That's one of the stickers. I went to her website just to see what she had going on, and of course fell in love. Waxing Moon Designs, Autumn Littles. Definitely going to be stitching those up. Definitely. I got Luminous Fiber Arts, her Cardinals Carol. Winter Signs, can you see, from Tiny Modernist? Can you see a theme here? I was kind of got these little ones going. And then we have Bluebird Sampler from Shannon Christine Designs. This one's a little bit bigger. It's 143 by 124, so don't be fooled. But look at those blues. And it's called Bluebird Sampler. it struck me.
I like
Had to
them,
have it.
like them roses.
Yep. So, thank you very much from Stacy Stitches Creative Studio, and her website is Stacy, STACIE, Stitches, creativestudio.com. And I will put the link for her shop below so you can go check her out as well. She, I believe, also has a Facebook group because I do see postings and updates from her periodically. So check her out. Okay. Rachel, you got another package. Last one for the haul. This came from Keepsakes, Barbara Hillis. I ordered this when I was there, and then added to my order when I came home. So when I was there, I got the part 2 of the Saltwater Scrapbook series to do with my dear friend Lydia. I see Lydia's Leisurely Stitching is her channel. She's working on this as well, and I thought it was cute. I have the second one. I didn't have the first one. So the blue flower, and I believe it was, oh, don't quote me. I can't remember now, but back here has all 9 pieces. They come into 2 parts. One is by the blue flower, and the other one is, I can see her in my head, and it's leaving me. So I will be starting that in the next year. I think I'm going to do it all on one piece and not individuals. And then the other thing that I got, and they had this at StitchCon. I kicked myself for not getting it, especially now that I'm getting geared up to go to another retreat, and I'm hoping to get into Steel City Stitchers retreat next year, because it's local for me. Is I got this book. It's the Stitching Friends book, and people were passing this around. It's an address book for needleworkers. I do a lot of events, a lot of challenge groups, a lot of friends on Zoom, and even in No New Starts, I do a lot of shipping to people. And it would be nice to have some place to have their addresses of people that I know or have met, or would like to, someday just send them a birthday card, because I can look through my book and see whose birthday is in the month of whatever. So inside it has information that they can fill out, their name, social media, address, all that kind of contact information. So I'm going to be taking this with me to retreat. It's got their birthday, how we met, what's their favorite things to stitch on, some friend facts. I will be taking this with me to retreat and passing it about to have people fill it out when I go to retreat next week. Really?
I wanted to see it. It sounded like you were getting close to being done talking.
Oh my goodness. So, and a nice thank you card with the cat 310
That's so
from
cute.
Keepsakes.
Your little cutie cat. This is pretty cool. It's kind of like the adventure book you got me,
Mm-hmm.
but like with people.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Hey,
All right, that is all the haul. Right?
Oh, look at
Do you have haul?
No.
Do you have haul?
I will hear after the end of the video.
So I think that is it. So Haley, remember, reach out to me with your information so I can get that to Cindy and she can link up with you and you guys can come up with a plan. I can't think of anything else. So
It's been fun. It's been real. It has been real fun. And don't.
you got anything? Got anything you want to say? You're going on retreat.
We are going on retreat.
Go ahead, Rachel.
Okay, so I did some looking, and I haven't seen any diamond painting groups that do any cool challenges, which sucks. But I hope you guys all enjoy your fun challenges with your cross stitching and your retreats. And you have so much fun without me. That's all.
So dramatic.
But I saw a lot of really cool projects I want to do, and it just kind of stinks. I just wish I could just get them all done and start the next one. And then start the one after that. And then the one after that.
Yep, you're young. You have time. So, stitch what you want to stitch.
Start what you want to start.
And Samantha starts college after we come back from retreat again. She's back into her next semester.
I already started back into college.
Lordy, help us. Okay, guys, that's it.
Start what you want to
See you in a couple weeks when we do our August setup. We'll do the wrap up in August and see what's going on then, and we'll go from there.
Ooh, can we talk about the show that we watched?
No. All right, take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.